Shalom. All praise is due to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem, Rachak Wadash, the bonus of the elect, apostle, elders at Great Millstone, ever well. Shalom to elect Akia, their doing his work in sincerity and truth, and not for vainglory, in season, out of season. Shalom to the elect, sons and daughters, men, women, sons and daughters of the nation of Israel, which are the men, women, sons, and daughters of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Okay, so we coming in hard times. Okay, it's gonna come up. Scriptures speak about the time of Jacob's trouble. Okay, where Jacob is gonna be in troubles. Okay, you know, no water, no food. Unrest. Concentration camps. So those are the times that we're coming into. You know, but for those that are in the know, and Jacob represents you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Those that are in the know, the elect of the nation of Israel, we know. Salakia. We know that these things are coming. 2/3 of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Americans, you don't know these things are coming, but you've been warned by the prophets of the Lord. So, by the prophets of Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. And this is a spirit, that we hope to be in. Okay, I'll just say that. Okay. The elect so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Americans, the men and the women. All right. All right. This is Second Ezra, the 16th chapter, and the 40th verse. Okay. It says, "O my people, which are the people of the nation of Israel, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans." All right. Scriptures tell you, the time of Jacob's trouble. You have the Latino, Mexicans, so forth, Guatemalans, of the northern kingdoms. Okay. You have the all the northern kingdom, basically. If you don't have citizenship here, so to speak, they just taking you back to your own country. You have the so-called West Indians and Haitians are being deported back to their own country. You know, um, you know, Argentina, Colombians, you know, who else? Uruguayans, you know, the Panamanians, whoever doesn't have citizenship here. Trump, DJ Trump is, President Donald Trump. He's taking you back to your own prospective countries, and it's going to hit you so-called black people too, That's why I'm going into this, because it's not just the Latino tribes that's being deported back to their own prospective countries, okay? As you so-called Negroes over here in America, that's going to catch pure hell too. That's why it says the time of Jacob's trouble. Jacob represents the 12 tribes of Israel, okay? You Negroes, West Indian Haitians, Latinos, and Native Americans, right? So it says, "Oh, my people, hear my word. Make you ready to thy battle." Yeah, because the so-called white man, he's coming against us, It's not just the Latinos that's being brought back to the country, you so-called Negroes that's over here too, the head tribe, you're going to have to make yourself ready for the battle too, because the so-called white man is going to come against you too. Now, is he going to send you back to Nigeria? You know, is he going to send you back to Ghana? Is he going to send you back to these places? No, what he's going to do is he's going to bring what? Concentration camps. He's going to bring the famine. Okay. He's going to let these diseases out, to kill off the population of these so-called Negroes, West Indians and Haitians, okay? Latinos and Native Americans, all right? So you're not out of the clear either, all right? You want to delineate, away from your brothers and sisters from the Northern Kingdom, okay, which way all the 12 tribes of Israel, you Latinos and Native Americans, and the so-called black West Indian Haitians, you're talking about delineation. It's going to come upon you too, man, all right? It's going to be Esau, so-called white man, is going to bring a famine, man, in the land, meaning a lack of food. He's going to caught a lot of you so-called Negroes, West Indian Haitians, Latinos, and Native Americans inside concentration camps. And he's going to chip you, right, with the C hip, right? So that's why it says, oh, my people, hear my word, make you ready to the battle, to thy battle. And then those evils, because those evils, man, because the so-called white man is going to bring a lot of evils in this earth, man. He's going to bring the diseases that haven't been out for years and years and years. He's going to bring them back out stronger than ever. He's going to bring back, basically, he's going to bring back, cutting off the SNAP program, which I know a lot of so-called black women, the Section 8, he's going to cut you off, you and your kids. He's going to bring, he's bringing concentration camps. He's going to bring, what? Coming through your neighborhoods, kicking in your doors, bring you into the concentration camps. That's when he comes to his fulfillment of the New World Order. So it's just not the Latinos and Native Americans that's being harassed. It's gonna be so-called black people too, man. I know a lot of black people that they kiki and ha-ha and at the Latino tribes, but guess what? Hell is coming on your ass too. All right. It says, and then those evils, because those are evils that's going to come upon you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. The concentration camps, the foreign troops, the famine of food, the diseases, concentration camps. This is all prophesied in the Bible to happen, okay? To you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. It says, and those evils be even as pilgrims upon the earth. So that's what's going to happen. We're not going to be able to dwell in these major cities. Okay? We're not going to be able to dwell in these major cities. You got New York, you got Chicago, you got LA, you got Houston, you have major cities, and we're not going to be able to dwell them. We're going to have to be pilgrims, man. We're going to have to dwell in the wilderness, man, because there's nothing going to be here in the cities. Just read Second Ezra, the 16th chapter. There's going to be no food here. There's going to be no power here. There's going to be no water running through the faucet. So people going to have to leave these cities, man, because there's nothing going to be here. Okay. Okay. It says, and in those days, and in those evils be even as pilgrims upon the earth. So we're going to be displaced from our apartments, houses, whatever you have, you know, some so-called Negroes, Latino and Native Americans, they got big houses, right? They have big houses and so forth. Some people have apartments, you know, they have condos and so forth, but you're going to be displaced from all that, you know. So we're going to have to be our pilgrims on the earth, right? Just like how our forefathers were when we was fighting against the Greeks, okay? Antiochus Epiphanes, okay? Nicanor, right? The Greeks. Okay, so let's go to it. Let's go to Second Maccabees, the 5th chapter and the 27th verse. Okay. All right. 5th chapter and the 27th verse. Okay. Let's go to it. It says, and this is about Judas Maccabees that was fighting against the Greeks at that particular time, so-called white man. Okay. It says, let me see if I can. All right. It says, but Judas Maccabeus, with 9 others, or thereabout, withdrew himself into the wilderness, and lived in the mountains after the manner of beasts, with his company, who fed on herbs continually, lest they should be partakers of the pollution. So it even show you, even our forefathers had to withdraw in the wilderness, just like that's how it's going to be now, we're not, because, Esau, which is a so-called white man, the international Jewish banking families, they're going to shut everything off in the cities, okay? And, you're going to have to withdraw someplace, right? I'm talking about you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, right? You're going to have to withdraw someplace. And where you're going to withdraw to, you're going to have to draw to the wilderness, and that's like our forefathers did, man, and Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah is going to be with his elect men, women, sons, and daughters, so yeah, man, it says, but Judas Maccabeus with 9 others, or throughout, or thereabout, withdrew himself into the wilderness and lived in the mountains after the manner of beasts, with his company, who fed on herbs continually, lest they should be partakers of the pollution. Yeah, because they didn't want to deal with with Antiochus Epiphanes, and was pushing, to live like the heathen, live like the so-called white man, just like it's the RFID chip, the elect is not going to want to live by that, man, which is the mark of the beast mentioned in Revelations 13th chapter and the 16th verse, okay? So, hey, listen, this is the spirit we're going to have to be in, man. You, your kids, okay, whoever you have with you at that particular time, your wife, you know, um, your sons and daughters, you know, people still having babies, so it's not like that's not going to be the case. But if you're a man and woman of the Lord, Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai, you're going to eat. You're going to survive. Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai is going to protect you. But you're going to have to withdraw out of these cities, man. Just like our forefathers had to do, you know. So what was written aforetime was written for our learning, like the scriptures say. So yeah, hey, this is what it is, yo. It's going to be a hard time, but at the end of it, we're going to receive the kingdom of heaven, the elect, okay, of Israel, and really all Israel, which elect you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and all these elect of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, so, it's hard times, but it's going to be worth it, man. Not to bow down to Esau's, which is so-called white man's RFID chip, if you're the elective nation of Israel. Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai is going to keep his elect from the RFID chip, which is the mark of the beast. They're going to make mandatory. Hope you're edified, and with that, shalom.